you even addressed it in the post game when you said we needed to keep our foot on the gas. You only threw the football 3 times in the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. What about your game plan offensively did you feel was maybe too risky?
When you're up 36-7, 2 things enter your mind. One, are you going to score more points? And how's that look if you're throwing when it's 36-7? Okay, which is a little bit misguided, but because you don't know what they're going to do. But that's the basic mindset. And then number 2, you don't really have a game plan for being up 36-7. What is the game plan? What are you calling when you're up 36-7? Well, you're trying to, in my mind, you're trying to make the game, take the air out of the ball and run the clock and make the game proceed faster. So what we didn't want to do, I think when you look on the defensive side of the ball, we didn't want to give up the big one. And they came right back and hit the big one. And you got to give Notre Dame and their players, and specifically DeShone Kizer, a lot of credit because they kept their poise and they kept playing. And that's a lesson for all of us. But when it's 36-7, you're sort of looking up there, scratching your head and saying to yourself, I didn't really think that we would be in this situation. So there really wasn't a plan to be in that situation. As the game got closer, you wanted to continue to play the game, and I think we tried to do that in the fourth quarter, but you have a momentum issue at that point in time too, where things are flowing. You got an away crowd, and you got probably 70,000 people of the 80,000 that are in there are Notre Dame people, and it's loud, and people are going crazy, and it's getting chaotic. So you're just trying to reconnect.
Coaches are always learning too. You guys will maybe now have somewhat of a game plan because you probably took a lot out of that, knowing, looking at a play or two's call or something defensively that you will move forward going, when we're in this situation, we won't do X or Y again.
Yeah, sure. And the other thing was we were able to run the ball effectively in the third quarter and again in the fourth quarter on the last drive. But so the expectations were run the football and be successful. But again, it goes back to the defensive side of the ball too, big time.
You said this week will mean more simply because it is Big Ten. This is where you earn your rings, your championships, your banners and whatnot. Wisconsin, a team under Paul Chryst, he's still kind of maybe getting his footing, but having lots of success there. You kind of said that this program is a team that you emulated when you first got here. How much of a challenge is this week going to be for your team? And it probably won't be much to motivate these guys knowing that Big Ten play is here.
It is a big challenge, and you're exactly right. I mean, the Notre Dame win is very satisfying. It's exciting, probably exciting for our fan base, but we've never gotten a ring to win by beating Notre Dame. You get your rings and you get your championships by winning in the Big Ten Conference, which people know each other, they study each other. The expectations are that these are the things that you have to do to win these particular games. As far as Wisconsin themselves, I was very impressed on how they went in against LSU and really attacked the situation, played to win, and that's what we did when we went to Notre Dame. We played to win, and that's the type of MO that both teams will have coming into this football game, which will make it a very challenging football game, very exciting game, and the history in this game really has been that it's been a close game. You go back to 2008 and Brett Swenson's field goal kick, or you go back to 2007 and it's a close game and they win. So every year it's been tight.
Mike Sattler getting into the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just so necessary to have happen, is it not?
Yeah, I think so. Mike meant a tremendous amount to this program and to the people. Maybe more to the people than to the program itself. As much success as he had relationships, personal relationships with a lot of our players, and certainly our staff and our coaches and our administration and our fans. And I think, Mark Hollis, by making that announcement shortly thereafter, the memorial, made a huge statement in terms of what Mike Sattler meant to this university and to its football program.